Okay, so we've already talked about the 5 ways that Hollywood could totally mess up a live-action Death Note movie. Now let's talk about 5 things that they can do to actually make it pretty awesome. Number 5, hire the best people for the job. That means don't skimp on the casting, but don't push for nothing but name brands either. Like, okay, Zac Efron as Kira would be pretty cool. Vanessa Hudgens as Misa. Number 4, focus on the fans. I think one of Dragon Ball's biggest weaknesses was that they assumed the Dragon Ball fans would go. Instead, people heard about what was going on with the movie, made assumptions, decided it sounded terrible and like something that would be painful to watch as a fan of the series, and didn't go. So you need to care about the fans as well as trying to reach the mainstream audience. You can't just ignore us and assume that we're in. Number 3, be faithful to the material, but not too faithful. Death Note is kind of interesting because it has slightly different canon for its manga, anime, and films, especially the films. I know that sounds weird, but if it's too faithful, then it's sort of like, well, why don't we just go read the manga again or watch the anime or whatever? It has to have its own thing. But don't change things for the sake of changing things, and don't change things because you think the American audience is just too dumb for it. Number 2, and this ties in to number 3, keep it adult. Death Note is a supernatural thriller suspense series. It's dark, it's occasionally philosophical. If this movie gets less than a PG-13 rating, I will not be standing in line to go see it. And number 1, and I really hope you guys take this one seriously, let the creators participate. Tsugumi Ohba wrote Death Note, and it's a very strong piece of work with a lot of appeal. Make use of that resource and get him involved in the movie a bit. I'm not saying you have to try and make him write the script. But, if you come to him with the problem that you have, that you need to change this or that for the American audience, talk to him and get his suggestions. Also, getting Takeshi Obata to do a movie poster would be really freaking cool. So there you go, the 5 things that Hollywood could do right for a Death Note movie.